Hi Scorpio, welcome to your love reading for February 2019. This is Elizabeth from channelguidance.com and you're watching YouTube channel Channeled Guidance Tarot. Okay, so I've already shuffled the decks for you. Let's go ahead and begin. I do have the box of the deck that I'm using. I always have a lot of questions about what deck I'm using, so when I have the box, I will try to put it in the background. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Let's start off with 9 cards for you. This is the love reading for the sign of Scorpio for February 2019. The first card that you have is the Hermit. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for February. Ace of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for February. Queen of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for February. Three of Cups. Temperance. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for February. Page of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for February. Four of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for February. Page of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for February. And the Magician. What's the most important thing that Scorpio needs to hear about their love life for February 2019? The card that you have, Scorpio, is the Lovers. So very good card to have as the main energy. And for those who are single, this can be that there's a very significant relationship that can happen for you in the month of February. And for those who are already coupled, maybe you're struggling, this just feels like unity. Like no matter what you're going through, you can work through it. You can stay together. So we'll come back to this to see how it ties in with the rest of the reading. Also, Scorpio, if you would like to get a private reading with me, just go to my website, channeledguidance.com. I'll put a link down below. Also a link to my Facebook. And again, you're watching YouTube channel, Channeled Guidance Tarot. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what you have going on here. In the first row, you have the Hermit, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. So you're starting off with this energy of soul searching. The Hermit does mean that maybe there's some space, that maybe you need some space to figure out what you want from your partner, or your partner may need some space to kind of figure out what they want from you. It could even be, I mean, you have a court card here. So the Queen of Pentacles would be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. This could even be you if you have a moon or rising in an earth sign. And you know, if somebody did ask for some space, you know, with the Hermit, or somebody is doing a lot of soul searching to see where they want to be, you know, as far as your relationship, or do they want to continue the relationship? Again, maybe somebody has asked you for some space, or somebody has told you, you know what, I just don't know. I can't tell you how I feel. I feel like there will be a positive outcome from that, because the next card is the Ace of Pentacles. This is a very unexpected new beginning. So again, if somebody had said, you know what, maybe I don't know how I feel about you, and I need some time to figure this out. Maybe I need time away from you. I've been hearing a lot of that in private readings. I still see a new beginning around you. Or maybe somebody, you know, has just ended the relationship. They left. Maybe because they didn't know what they felt for you. Again, there is a very unexpected new beginning there. The main energy is the Lovers. So again, for those where maybe the relationship ended for whatever reason, I still see you connected here with the Lovers card. Now in the second row, let's see what you have here. Three of Cups, Temperance, and Page of Pentacles. So let's kind of keep this in mind here. The Lovers. You know, I see a lot of happiness here. The Three of Cups means that you're celebrating something very positive that has happened. And this is you kind of feeling on top of the world. This is joy, laughter, good times. You are being told to be patient here, though. Temperance is always a message of try not to be too loud, try not to kind of make too much noise, so to speak. Just keep everything nice and balanced. Be patient. You also have the Page of Pentacles on the other side. The pages do represent communication, and it could be that you're going to get that communication that you're hoping for, but the Page of Pentacles also means that you need to look at things very carefully. Or perhaps this definitely ties in with the Hermit. Perhaps your partner, maybe someone who maybe is not really understanding what they want from you or where they want the relationship to go. They need to look at things very carefully. The Page of Pentacles means someone is looking very closely and maybe at their feelings for you, or they're looking very closely at their relationship with you, or or your marriage. But again, you're being told to be patient, and I do see a lot of happiness. So again, if somebody has asked for some space, the Hermit tying in with the Page of Pentacles, I see you being very happy with the Three of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. There is a new beginning, and I still see you together there with the Lovers. Now down here, I do see some unhappy energy, and this could be where you are now. You have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups does mean that someone is feeling very depressed. You feel numb. There's a sense of just kind of isolating yourself. You don't really care anymore. You're feeling really numb. This definitely can be changed by you. You have the Magician, which is saying stay empowered. You may not realize this, but you're totally in control. And you do, again, you have another page here. I just realized you have another page. So for some of you, I mean, it's hard to say in a general reading when you're reading for thousands of people, but I mean, seeing 2 pages, that tells me communication is important. Or there can be communication coming to you. This is usually good news. This is something you want to hear. So again, it could be that you're feeling very unhappy. Perhaps someone has left your life. Maybe they've told you they don't know how they feel about you, because I kind of get that feeling from this reading. They've asked for some space. There's a sense of being unhappy here, but then there's a very exciting change in that situation. The Page of Wands in general, it does represent excitement and change and adventure, fun. But again, it's like you have to do something about it. Like your love life is totally in your hands. So for some of you, you can change this unhappy energy from the Four of Cups. You can change this perhaps by communicating what you really want to your partner or your ex. And I do see, you know, a lot of happy energy in the Page of Wands. This is a complete change from the Four of Cups, where there's depression and almost not caring anymore. Let me get a few more cards so I can get the rest of the message. What other messages are there for the sign of Scorpio for February? You have the Four of Swords. Okay, that's further at... The Four of Swords definitely ties in with the Hermit and the Page of Pentacles. What other messages are there for the sign of Scorpio for February? The Hierophant. What other messages are there for Scorpio for February? And the Six of Pentacles. Okay. I mean, so what I see here, this is, you know, the Four of Swords, usually this is the retreat card. This is someone taking a step back because they need time to think. They need to collect their thoughts to figure out, you know, what in the world they want. What outcome do they want? How do they feel? This also is a card of resetting yourself, recharging yourself, figuring things out. Like I said, this ties in with the Hermit, the first card. It also ties in with the Page of Pentacles right here, where someone's looking at things very carefully. So again, perhaps someone has asked for some space, or maybe a relationship needs time to heal. This is healing energy, and Temperance is also healing energy. Yeah, it just seems like there's a lot of thinking going on. It's either you or your partner. Like somebody maybe doesn't quite know this. The Hierophant does represent kindred spirits and soulmates and really knowing where you belong. So again, it's the same message. It's like if somebody has asked for some space or somebody has left, to figure out what they want. You do have, you know, this major arcana of kindred spirits and soulmates. You also have the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles, this is you getting what you deserve. This is you receiving what you want as far as your love life. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what the confirmation deck wants to tell you. Let's move it this way. What other messages are there for the sign of Scorpio for February? You have the Seven of Pentacles. What other messages are there for the sign of Scorpio for February? You have Justice. And this is the same energy. I know I keep saying that, but you have a lot. I mean, this is going to be your main message. What other messages are there for the sign of Scorpio for February? And the King of Wands. So for some of you, there could be a fire sign involved. Let me go ahead and get the main energy. What's the most important thing that Scorpio needs to hear about their love life for February 2019? Interesting, the Five of Wands. So there can be a misunderstanding. Generally, the Five of Wands does represent, it represents perhaps fighting, bickering, pettiness. But can also be that there's just some strong differences between you and your partner. You're very different. You have very different personalities. You want things in a different way. Perhaps you want it in a different timing. That's why you're being told to be patient. This is just a clashing of egos. But remember, the main energy from the other deck was the Lovers. So even though you're very different, you're also, there's a strong energy of being united, of being together. You also have the Hierophant, kindred spirits and soulmates and belonging together. Okay, so let's look at these 3 cards. And as I was saying, the Seven of Pentacles is, this is someone who's being very careful in making decisions. This is someone that's weighing their options and thinking, should I do this or should I do that? And if I take them back, should I take them back? If I take them back, this will happen. If I move on, this will happen. This is someone that's doing a lot of thinking about you. It can be you or it can be your partner. Again, this ties in with the Hermit, which is soul searching, trying to figure out the truth. Someone is doing a lot of thinking about you. That may even be your title. They're always there for a reason. Also, this ties in with the Page of Pentacles. Someone is looking at things very carefully, perhaps thinking, should I keep working on that relationship? And the Magician, empowering energy. And it could be, if this isn't you, if you are kind of being the Magician and trying to get a relationship back on track, then this is probably your partner, that they need to be more empowered. Perhaps that is a change that I'm seeing here with the Page of Wands. Some type of excitement headed your way. But again, with the Four of Swords is one of the other cards that ties in with the Seven of Pentacles and the Hermit and the Page of Pentacles. Someone's doing a lot of thinking. So someone is thinking of you and trying to figure out what to make of your relationship. I do see an apology here coming to you. The Justice card usually does represent someone trying to make things up to you. There definitely can be, if this is kind of like an ex situation. I am going to do the ex spread for you after this. But if there is someone who left your life, maybe they're trying to figure out how to come back. It could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. But it can even be that someone's doing a lot of thinking, like, should I apologize? Should I come back? The fact that this is here tells me that you have been done wrong in some way. And again, I hate to say it, but over and over, but I feel like someone is thinking of you. Someone is thinking of you, and all you have to do is be patient, because I see you being very happy here. There's going to be a happy change. You do have the Three of Cups, ironically, lined up with the Four of Cups. All of this leads to the Hermit. Soul searching. Someone is trying to find the truth, see the truth. What do they really want from you? How do they really feel about you? Okay, so with that said, let's go ahead and do the X spread using this deck right here. You did have a jumping card, so I set that aside. Let me get these out of the way. And again, with this X spread, it doesn't have to be a relationship where it was a marriage or even, a committed long-term relationship. It can be someone that you dated, someone you were involved with. The timing does not matter if it was days ago, weeks ago, months ago, years ago. It doesn't matter. The card that jumped is a Ten of Wands. So this is heavy energy. This can represent there's a lot of baggage between you and your ex. There's a lot of heavy draining energy that you have to let go of. This is the energy of feeling like you just can't go on. Okay, so let's put that back in there, somewhere in the middle. Okay, show me the energies around Scorpio and their ex. Ten of Pentacles, Scorpio, and their ex. Nine of Wands, Scorpio, and their ex. The Hermit again. Scorpio and their ex. The Moon. Scorpio and their ex. The Knight of Swords. Scorpio and their ex. The Three of Wands. Okay, so let's see what this all means for you. So it's pretty interesting that you have the Hermit again. In this spread, I only pull 6 cards, and I do this so that I can really kind of pay attention to what the cards are saying. It's sometimes it's better to have limited cards. So again, the Hermit 2 times. This is what I've been saying over and over. Someone is doing a lot of thinking. Someone is thinking of you. There is fear. You have the Nine of Wands there. So the Nine of Wands does mean that someone's feeling pretty paranoid. Perhaps they're paranoid that you won't forgive them. Perhaps they're feeling paranoid because they don't really know how they feel. There is confusion here with the Moon. The Moon is very emotional energy, and it's kind of being very lost, lack of clarity. Also, things are not what they seem. You may think your ex is like so happy and they're with a new person and they don't even remember you anymore. They've forgotten. They moved on. Things are not what they seem. There's things that are going on behind the scenes that you don't understand. I mean, with the first card, the Ten of Pentacles does show stability, a relationship, even the possibility of something long-term. It is a marriage card. Perhaps someone was afraid of how quickly things were moving with the Nine of Wands. Someone was paranoid of further commitment. Maybe for those of you where you were dating someone where you'd been together for years, and maybe they were afraid of where that would lead them. Maybe they were thinking things were moving too quickly. Maybe they were afraid of just kind of committing to you if it was someone you were just dating, and maybe you asked for a more committed relationship. The Nine of Wands is just being very paranoid, very protective of yourself. And again, the Hermit 2 times. This is very, I mean, this is your most important message here. And, you know, again, the Hermit is this energy of like needing to be alone. And you also had that in the 9-card spread with the Four of Swords, which came up for you towards the end. Here it is. Very similar. Very similar. It's almost like you and your ex, like, yes, it may be over, but it's kind of like somebody just needed a timeout to think. That's the same message from the Four of Swords, and then the Hermit, of course, 2 times. There was fear. Someone was highly, highly paranoid. Things are not what they seem. Just kind of keep everything that I'm saying in mind. Things can change very quickly. You have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, all the Knights represent change of movement, but this is something changing very quickly. This is like the Tower. You also have the Three of Wands, which is, this is kind of like a message, the best is yet to come. This is saying that there's going to be a perfect timing and the perfect circumstances for you and your ex to reunite. But it really does seem like there's a lot of confusion around you and your ex. Like someone does not know what they want. Someone does not know how they feel. But again, they're doing a lot of thinking about this, and you may not know this with the Moon. Things are very confusing to you because you may think they just moved on. They don't care. They probably forgot me. They're with someone new, and they may. But I mean, with the Hermit 2 times, there's a lot of soul searching going on. Like maybe I shouldn't have left. Maybe I left for the wrong reasons with the Nine of Wands, that paranoid energy. I mean, here, this person could come rushing back to you. And this is something that takes you by surprise. You're not in the know with the Moon. You're not in the know. So you may not know how they truly feel about you. Maybe they are waiting for the perfect timing to apologize. Because, I mean, you did have the Justice card in the 9-card spread. Actually, it was from the confirmation deck. I do see an apology in the cards for you. Someone trying to make things up to you. And again, this could all change very quickly with the Knight of Swords. Very unexpectedly. You're waiting. Usually with the Three of Wands, the 3 and the 2 of Wands are waiting energies. You're waiting. Again, you're not in the know. Things can change very quickly between you and your ex. I do see a relationship there. Stability. But there's some strong paranoid energy with the Nine of Wands. And again, someone is looking at this very carefully, reflecting. Like, what is this? What is it that I really want? Why did I really leave? Should I have left? I feel like these are all questions that your ex is thinking about, even if they are with someone else. Even if they're with someone else, I feel like they're thinking, did I do the right thing? Or do I really belong with this person? Let me get a few more cards to give us kind of a better idea of what's going on. Let me move this out of the way. What else does Scorpio need to hear about their ex? The Three of Cups. So interesting, because the Three of Cups was in the first spread that I did for you, and I told you this is the energy of celebration. Although you may be very heartbroken because you did have the Four of Cups also. The Three of Cups, this is you being immensely happy. I mean, this is the energy. Here it is from the first spread. This is celebration. This is you celebrating, you know, you finally getting what you want. Yes, you did have the Four of Cups as well in the first spread, being unhappy, almost numb in your sadness. But this was above it. I think it was a 3 and then the 4 of Cups underneath. So I see you being very happy with some type of change in the relationship with your ex. I mean, this is joy, laughter, and celebration. It may not seem that way now. Just keep in mind with the Moon, looks can be deceiving. It's just an illusion as far as what's going on. Let me get one more. What final message is there for Scorpio about their ex for February 2019? Nice. You have the Ace of Wands, a new beginning. The Ace of Wands represents a new beginning, a clean slate. This is a perfect card to get. This and the Judgment card for exes, because with the Ace of Wands, it's not just a new beginning. It's completely erasing everything that happened, everything off the table, everything. Just a clean slate, a new life. Just kind of clearing everything out and being able to start over as if all those challenges that you had never happened. So again, it really does seem like, I hate to say it again, but someone is doing a lot of thinking about you. They're reflecting. And if you've been waiting, you know, whether you've been waiting for a long time or you just broke up, I feel like things with the Knight of Swords being here, things are going to change very unexpectedly for you. Again, you do have a new beginning waiting for you. And with the Three of Cups showing up 2 times, I see you being very happy with the changes that are coming your way. The changes right here that happened very unexpectedly. Just paranoia, fear. Someone was just very protective of themselves, very defensive, paranoid, maybe of how they were feeling about you. Again, just let them think, let them soul search, let them see the truth. And I feel that they will come back to you in time. Okay, Scorpio, this has been your love reading for February 2019. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you again next month.